for a look at what's making news in regional Australia. I'm joined by Lucy Knight from Rural Press. Lucy, first of all, this week in agri-politics, new members are lining up to join the nation's big farm lobby.
Yes, that's right, Caitlin. Since the National Farmers Federation made constitutional changes to its membership structure, it's meant that new members have been able to join the big rank. We've seen in the past week the West Australian Farmers Federation rejoin, and also a new member, the Australian Livestock Exporters Council, or more commonly known as Livestock Exporters. They've also been allowed on board as a new associate member, which means they have a voting right but not in the same frame as other organisations. There's also talk that the Indigenous Land Corporation might be on board. There is certainly talks going on between the two organisations, but no new membership's been confirmed by either parties. And the NFF's quite pleased to report that there's talks going on and new members will be confirmed over coming months again.
But there's unhappiness that New South Wales is not on the board of the National Farmers Federation.
Yes, well, they're the largest financial contributor to NFF. They missed out on a spot on the board at the recent elections. That's led to some unhappiness both among grassroots members and at an executive level in Sydney. There's talk of perhaps discussions to maybe even move away from NFF, which would be a huge blow to the farm lobby. I think that will be resolved. There are still board spots that have to be given out by NFF, and I think that there will be some resolution to see New South Wales farmers put onto the board because, as I said earlier, they're the largest financial contributor. Their resignation from NFF would be a huge blow, both at a representational and financial level for them.
And finally this week, farmers are preparing to rally over plans to sell Great Artesian water.
Yes, this is a big story for the natural resources side of things. The Great Artesian Basin spreads over a huge tract of inland New South Wales, and over the past decade, farmers in partnership with the government have made huge gains in saving water that used to free flow from old bores. Capping and piping has been underway, and about 60% of bores have been capped, which means that there's a huge reduction in the amount of water wastage. However, the New South Wales government wants to sell off 1,200 megalitres, a relatively small amount, but in principle farmers say it's just not on. Now the argument is that perhaps that was always going to be part of the plan, but farmers are in Sydney this week to say it's not good enough when federally the government is working in other areas to buy back water for the environment. Why should this water that's been saved by farmers be sold off for new uses?
Lucy Knight from Rural Press, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Caitlin.